Mr. President, you just mentioned your big crowd you left in Georgia.
Yeah.
To what do you attribute the numbers? We've got a record here in Tennessee as well.
And they had a record in Georgia. We're having records all over. It's just really hot. People are loving the Republicans. They're loving what we're doing on the border. You saw the numbers come out, the financial, economic numbers on Friday, with 250,000 new jobs for the month of October. And they're just, I mean, we probably have the best economy we've ever had in the history of our country. And, you know, we're doing well.
When you talk to these people that you see in the crowds, are they talking to you more about the economy or more about their concerns for immigration and things like that?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think they're talking about everything. They're really happy with the economy. They're happy with jobs. They're really benefiting, and they're happy with the tax cut. They love the regulation cut because their companies, or even if whether they own the company or they work for the company, their companies are doing well. But they're doing incredibly well. I mean, we have the best economy that we've seen, I think, ever. I mean, basically, they're saying ever. So when those numbers came out, it was a very good time for them to come out because they came out on Friday, and we have the big election on Tuesday. And I have to say, Marsha Blackburn has been incredible. She's really been a star. She's been all over the state. She loves Tennessee. She loves the people of Tennessee. She'll be a fantastic senator. I hope it works out.
Let's use that to transition into why a visit here. You won Tennessee by a sizable margin. You won Alabama by a greater margin. Georgia you won as well. Is this visit seen to try to convince people to go to the polls? I know when you were in Florida the other day, basically everyone said they had early voted. What's the mission for trips like this?
Well, this was really set up about 4 or 5 weeks ago, you know, because there are a lot of logistics. But regardless, I love the people of Tennessee. I like being here, and we want to make sure she gets in, I guess you could say. She has a nice lead, but you still have to go out. You have to vote. And so I said, let's keep it. Let's just keep it. She's doing really well. She's a great person. The people know her very well here, as you know, and she's doing well. But I said, let's just keep this. It's Tennessee. You've treated me so well, so good. I treated my family to a little bit of a surprise the other day. I was showing them some of the numbers from Tennessee, and this was a state that we did very well.
If the election doesn't go your way, if the Republicans lose control of the House, how will you govern? Will you consider the last 2 years of this first term being a lame duck presidency?
Well, look, I wouldn't have. I certainly want to see it go well. I think we're doing very well. We're certainly doing well in the Senate, but we even have to worry about that because you never know with elections what happens. But I think we're going to do really good in the House. I think we're going to have some good surprises. And if for some reason that doesn't turn out to be true, I'll figure it out. That's what I do. I always figure it out. You have to. You have no choice.
Your presidency could be described as unconventional. You said figure it out. Is that the way you envisioned it when you came down the staircase and decided to run?
Well, I think so, and I think we've done more. Even the enemies give us, the people that are against us, and we have a group, and they give us credit. We've probably done more, probably the word is now definitely, more than any other president in the first 2 years. If you look at the tax cuts, if you look at all that we've done with regulation, the military, the veterans choice, and all of the things that we've done for the military, you know, we're rebuilding our military, $716 billion. And we need it. You know, we have to have it. It was very depleted. It got so depleted and terrible. So if you look at all that we've done, nobody's done more. You look at healthcare things. I'll tell you what, right to try is something that they've been trying to get for many years, where you can use the system if you have an illness, if you're terminally ill, or you have you can use medicines and things that are coming up in the pipeline. They've been trying to get that for many, many decades. We've done more than anybody's ever done in the first 2 years, and we're really happy about it. We're in great shape as a country.
Some say you've done it with a heavy fist. Some of your late night, early morning tweets caused firestorms on morning shows by the time the rest of us got up. Is that stream of consciousness? Is it a way to get issues into the policies into the argument before things get rolling?
Well, it really is, and I don't get treated fairly by the media, so it's a way of going around the media because I have no choice. I mean, we go around the media, and we're able to do that. And it's been very, very successful. And I think really without social media, I don't call it tweets, I call it social media because it's a whole broad array. But without social media, I wouldn't be able to get the honest word out because we have not been treated fairly by the media. And that's even been written about. You know, many people agree with that. And so through social media, I can get the word out. And you're right, it's also a way of putting ideas out so people can start talking about them. but we've done a lot. We really like it, and you see the kind of crowds we have. We have thousands of people outside that can't get in. So that's a good feeling.
One more question for you before we get the wrap here. You've got thousands waiting for you out there. How do you reach the moderates that won't come to a rally, that don't wear the red baseball caps? What is your plan for that? Because the races are so close in so many states.
But I think we've reached the moderates. You know, the moderates want to have border security, and I'll tell you, we've really reached women. They said that for 16 that maybe I wouldn't do well with women, and then we did unbelievably well with women, and we're doing well with women right now because they want security. They want financial security, which we're certainly doing a great job with, but we're also giving great border security, great military security. When you look at what our military does when they go to that border, look at the way they have that secured up already. We have the best military, and we've had to do it over the last 2 years because it was so badly depleted. Women want security, and they get security with me, and they don't get it with the other side at all.